You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for our Black and White Sports. Well, the one person we haven't heard from during the Let's Go Brandon phenomenon, the movement that is the, of course, chant that means F Joe Biden. We have not heard from the NASCAR driver from which the interview caused the chant to originate. Well, he's come out and he has made some comments now, finally, as to why he's been silent. He admits what political side of the aisle he leans on, but he also admits now that the chant has taken a complete life of its own, so to speak. And look, everybody that's got a YouTube channel, got a website, you name it, they've got some form of Let's Go Brandon apparel, including us. You can grab it out of the merch store. USA First will get you 25% off. You can get a Christmas shirt with Let's Go Brandon on it. Santa Claus is, of course, saying it. We say Merry Christmas on this channel. Anyway, the point being, he has come out, made some comments as to why he has been silent, and it's for the fear of what I guess everybody that is in the political or in the spotlight is afraid of these days, particularly somebody that lives off of sponsorships like a NASCAR driver. Brandon's in fear of being canceled because of the slogan. It's not his fault. It's not. And I don't know if Brandon understands that. It is that is on the NBC reporter that decided to run a ruse on people when they were clearly chanting F Joe Biden during that interview. So let's get to this. He sort of explains how he feels about the chant, and he makes it clear he's not on Joe Biden's side, but why he hasn't really talked about it much. NASCAR driver Brandon Brown afraid he'll get canceled over Let's Go Brandon. Let's Go Brandon has become such a widespread slogan that you might have forgotten how it originated after NASCAR driver Brandon Brown won Talladega Superspeedway October the 2nd. An NBC reporter told him the crowd was chanting Let's Go Brandon when they were so clearly yelling F Joe Biden. Interestingly, Brown has been silent since the interview. On Monday, Brown spoke to the New York Times. Well, that would be your first mistake, Brandon, about the chant's surge. Brown says he found the subsequent memes kind of funny before realizing the joke had staying power. At the moment, Brown feared the left would cancel him. Quote, I was afraid of being canceled by my sponsors or by the media for being caught up in something that has little to do with me. However, a spokesman for Brown's racing team told the Times that, quote, waiting out the storm wasn't working, and Brown's silence on the matter seemed to be a political statement. So Brown decided to author a op-ed in Newsweek on Monday to explain his silence. Quote, all the advice I got from those around my racing career was to stay quiet after that now famous interview, Brown writes. No one knew how my sponsors would react, and in my world, there is no car to drive without sponsors. While Brown admits he is a Republican, he wishes to not be involved in politics publicly. Quote, I have no interest in leading some political fight. I race cars. I am not going to endorse anyone, and I'm certainly not going to tell anyone how to vote, he concludes. Bravo for that. That's such a wise point. An athlete can have political opinions, but choose not to voice them to avoid losing half the country's support. Somehow NBA players can't fathom such logic. Ultimately, Brandon Brown would prefer fans' cheering new slogan, Let's Go America. What a reasonable and likable guy. That's so rare in sports. Let's go Brandon Brown. That is, of course, Mr. Burak over at Outkick. I got to be real here, though. At this point, no offense to Brandon, but I don't think about Brandon Brown when I hear Let's Go Brandon. I don't. It has a completely different meaning that's got nothing to do with Brandon. Okay, I understand the names in there, but when I hear Let's Go Brandon, when I see Let's Go Brandon, right, wrong, or indifferent, I don't think about Brandon Brown. I don't. I think about that bumbling fuck up in the Oval Office right now. Okay, I'm just being real, right? And I don't know how else to say it. That's just being real. Now, I appreciate the fact that an athlete is coming out here and saying, number one, maybe his biggest mistake here is admitting he's a Republican. If he's worried about being canceled, that's the thing that could get you canceled, talking publicly about it. And I got to be honest with you, that in itself, in my opinion, that gives him two thumbs up from me, because that in itself does show some bravery in today's climate where, yeah, you will flat lose sponsorships and advertising dollars and income if you admit you're on the right side of the aisle. That happens daily to people. Daily. People, regular people, are losing jobs because they decide to come out and say, hey, I supported Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis, whoever you're supporting right now. You run the risk of actually losing something monetary that contributes to your household. It's a risk. It is a risk. And I do like the fact that Bobby's right. The fact that Brandon is willing to come out and say, look, I'm not getting political. I'm not using my sports platform to get political. Let's keep the politics out of sports. Bravo. This channel blew up over the fact that sports athletes, plain and simple, they would not stop themselves from getting political and sticking their nose in things like Joe Biden's campaign, or being a voice for the radical left like LeBron James. Bravo to Brandon for choosing not to do that. That's commendable. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. When you hear Let's Go Brandon, do you think of Brandon Brown? No offense, Brandon, I do not. I don't. Peace, I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.